Okay, hello, welcome to my bathroom. I hope the acoustics are great in here. We don't normally shoot in here, but today I am doing a oVertone hair dye review, and that shit's messy. I'm not filming that in my main area, so brought it into the bathroom today. So for those who don't know, I'm not a natural redhead. I dye my hair a box dye. Hold on one sec. I use this girl right here. I use her maybe about like once a month or so, but I have been seeing a lot of hype lately around oVertone online. So I'm giving that a shot, something different. As you can see, my hair needs to be dyed a bit. I'm starting to get some of those roots in here, and normally I would just use my normal girl to give that nice red color boost, but we're gonna try oVertone today. You know, I watched some videos about oVertone before using it, and I read some posts, and what I found really lacking was people actually walking you through the steps. And as someone who has used box hair dye for years, I've been using my girl right here for about 5 years. I know that each dye is sort of different. There's some little tips and tricks with using the product to get really awesome color at home. So that's why I'm making this video. I really wanted to walk you through the things I learned about oVertone and the hacks I learned to make your hair look great. Before I get started, hi, my name is Kara. I'm the gal behind Whimsy Soul, which is a lifestyle travel blog based in my bathroom here in San Francisco. If you are new, make sure to subscribe. Check me out on Instagram. I also have a recap of everything I just talked about in a blog post below with pictures and words if you like to read, so go check that out too. All right, well, let's get started. This is not my first time using oVertone. I've been using them for about 2 months, so I have learned a lot of the things, and I'm excited to walk you through that. The first thing that's really important to know about oVertone is it's hella messy, you guys. So I'm gonna be taking off this sports bra that I like a lot, and there's some stuff on my bathroom floor that I kind of need to move out of the way. All right, I found an old t-shirt in the bottom of the closet. I've cleared my station, and I think we're ready. All right, so since I'm starting from ground zero right now, I'm gonna be using the ginger coloring conditioner. Remember, this is the intense stuff. So you can use it on wet or dry hair, and I've used it on both, but dry hair is where you get your better color from, so I definitely recommend starting there. What's really different about oVertone is that they use a lot of natural ingredients like aloe vera and shea butter and things like that instead of harsh chemicals, so when you open it up, oh, it smells really, really good. It smells like a spa in a bottle. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Almost has this like minty, eucalyptus-y type of scent to it, unlike other dyes where I feel like I'm suffocating in my bathroom because the fumes kind of build up. So that's a really nice thing about oVertone. And surprisingly, despite being kind of more natural, not using chemicals, you're not supposed to keep this on your hair for as long. So my other box dye, I have to keep it on my head for about 35 minutes. You can keep on your head for 10 to 15 minutes. You kind of have a nice little window there. And I will say, I've been using this for a while, and when I first did my test on it, I did a little test strip, which you should all do, just to make sure you like the color. But I did a little test strip, and I only left the dye on for 5 minutes because I just wanted to see what would happen. And I felt that after 5 minutes of wait time, the color was super nice. So you might not even have to wait a whole 15 minutes. It kind of depends on the level of intensity that you're going for. I'm going for a not clown look. I think we all know what we're talking about. Sometimes red hair color makes you look like a fire hydrant or a scary clown, and I'm not going for that. So as I mentioned before, it's messy. You should definitely be using gloves. Don't worry, the complete hair kit comes with one. I will say I wish that more gloves came with this, because obviously you're not just using this whole jar in one go. That'd be terrifying. So it does stain your hands yellow, the ginger does at least, and I imagine the other colors stain your hands like purple and blue. So thankfully the yellow is at least like skin toned color. So I will say I do wish they had more gloves, so if you plan on using this multiple times, pick up a few extra gloves so you can use the dye later. Okay, I have moved the camera over a bit because my mirror is right here, and I've learned from past beauty videos that I suck at looking into this camera and applying things properly. So put you on the side profile there. If you have never dyed your hair before, make sure it's clean and dry. So I have a habit of putting product in my hair automatically after I shower. So usually what I do when I dye my hair is I pick a day. So today is a Friday. Everyone is home right now because of the coronavirus scare, so it's a very quiet day in my corner. So I took a shower this morning, let my hair dry, made sure I didn't put any product in it. It is now the afternoon, so I know my hair is super clean. There's no oil buildup, there's no product buildup, so it is ready to be dyed. My roots need to be dyed the most, so I'm gonna start with that. So just take a big old gallop. Hey Robin, can you come help me for a second? Can you take a toilet paper, make it wet, and wipe my head for me?
Oh yeah.
I really don't want this to stain yellow.
You're welcome.
This is my husband. I'm worried about that actually staining a bit yellow, so. All right, so I am first focusing on my roots. My roots are the one that need the most color, so I'm really trying to first get those very covered evenly. This stuff sets really quickly. Like you only are supposed to have it on for 10 to 15 minutes tops, and I find that I need about like 10 or 15 minutes just to dye my hair. So I will say that's like the downside to keep in mind if you have roots that are a very different color than the rest of your hair that you are dyeing, is you're gonna have to work very fast so your ends look closer to your roots, if that makes sense. But if you were just dyeing like half of your head, or if you're dyeing it like a very crazy color, like bright blue, I don't think it really matters. There you go. That's looking pretty damn good, don't you think? I'm gonna kind of go through the bottom one more time, really make sure those roots are all massaged in. This is a little different from the other dye I've used in the past too. This doesn't foam as much on your head, like my other one foams a bit, so you really have to like get down in there. Okay, I have about a couple more minutes before my timer goes off. I'm gonna talk at you. So this is my third time using this. As you can see, there is still enough in here for at least one more go. So you can get, depending on how long your hair is, at least 3 to 4 uses out of every one of these. So this is what, I think this is like $25. As a bundle, it's $50. So it has a higher price point, but it lasts you a really long time, which is nice. Ooh, hello. All right, so I just got out of the shower. I gotta tell them to worry. So we are going to wait a few hours, and I'll check back with you at the end of the day. Once my hair is all dry, it takes forever to dry. All right, so this right here is what the back of my shirt looks like. So that is why you wear a t-shirt you don't care about and you clear the space around you. It will stain. It's at home hair dye. It does that. Honestly, this might be too much information, but I usually dye my hair butt ass naked because I mean, like, it's just easier. You don't have to worry about staining anything. So try that. Works great. Also, I don't know if you'll be able to see in this light very well, but my hands are like slightly yellow after like touching my hair in the shower and getting the dye on them. My forehead is a little yellow too, but not as bad. We did a good job of like wiping that off. So I don't know what other dyes look like if I use blue and my hand be slightly blue right now. Not entirely sure. All right, well, I guess we just have to wait now. I'll check back in with you in a couple minutes. All right, guys, this is the finished result. This is actually the next morning. Yes, I'm wearing the same outfit because everyone's on lockdown and it doesn't matter. Yeah, so this is the color. This is how it came out. Overall, I am pretty happy with the color. There are some things to note. So I guess the main things that I noticed after doing this most recent round is I got my roots better than the first time. But it's still not completely even. So as you can see, like this chunk of my bangs, they look like very different than other parts of my hair. I'm not sure if the video will pick it up, but like this is darker than up here. So it's not perfect. I will say in my other box dye, it makes a very even color all around, and this one is a little more patchy in some areas. Again, on this side. And I think that's because I started on my roots and then I went through the rest of my hair, and the dye had more time on my roots than the rest of my hair. So I think that's like the main downside to oVertone, is if you are trying to go for a more natural looking shade, I think you'll run into some issues like this. I'm still going to use oVertone. I do like the shade, despite the weird patchy colors. I think I will probably use this in the winter next year. I like to have like darker hair in the winter and lighter hair in the summer. That being said, I think for the next couple of months, I'm just gonna be using the daily conditioner, maybe like once in the shower. So I'm gonna keep using my old hair dye, but use that daily conditioner about once a week in the shower, so it can add in, it can have a little more color deposit over that box dye, but just kind of give it like a little boost. I've been doing that actually for a couple of weeks and it works really well. I was a little concerned the first time about mixing like dyes and things like that, but it actually works really well. So maybe by like week 3, where my box dye is starting to fade a bit, I can add a little bit of the oVertone daily conditioner, get a little bit of color deposit back in that's not too jolting, and it looks good. Guys, it makes your hair super soft. I will say that. So you don't really have to worry about frying your hair. It makes it super soft. I think that's thanks to all the ingredients like aloe and shea butter and stuff that are in it. So your hair's great. It smells good. It is really messy. Again, I mentioned that earlier, but be prepared to kind of clear your space. I accidentally got it on my white shower curtain, but my husband helped me clean it and we did get it off. If you have any questions about oVertone and my hair, drop a comment below and I'll be happy to help you out. If you have tried oVertone before, especially if you have tried ginger, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to know how it went for other people. And if you have used it in like a extreme color, like if you dyed your hair rose gold or hot pink, like I'd love to hear from you as well, because I think that's like a very different dyeing experience and you're trying to go for a more natural shade. So I'd love to get a conversation below. As I mentioned, I am filming this in the middle of the coronavirus scare and I'm kind of bored and stuck at home, so I'm going to be doing more of these saw on social videos where I test out the products that you see Instagrammers post about. So I'm going to be doing a lot more of these, so make sure to subscribe, hit that little bell so you can get notified when the new videos up. You can spend 10 minutes watching me tell you about a product instead of reading about the coronavirus, which I think we all need right now. So hope to see you. Join the Whimsy Soul community. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. I'm posting there mostly about my cat every single day. But that's it. Thanks for watching and I'll see you around.